Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast, Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Party Boy Pete McCormick, Strong Stem Steve Cabot, and Dangerous Diana Spencer. Party Boy Pete, how are we feeling, my man?
Matt, we have Gable Stevenson and Kyle Dake tonight, so we're going to see some Dake bombs. And if Stevenson makes a pass to the first round, he has the number one guy in the world, the Turk Akgul. So I'm pretty hyped.
Love it, love it. All right, Strong Stem, how you feeling, my man?
Matt, buddy, friend. He feels
dramatic.
Fucking Christ.
Can't say it.
You feel like salsa dancing? Is that
Sorry.
Is that
I
what
went
you
with my I got my rosary. I'm ready for the club.
Oh, he's getting ready for mine.
I got Shakira bumping in the background.
Glad you like it.
Too far?
You look great, pal.
Feel fucking good too.
There's no too far on this show. So Dangerous
Do
Diana,
not lie.
how are you?
Yeah, that's right, Petey.
I'm good.
Good.
Working.
Working. Love it.
Working.
All right.
Working.
Good. Glad you can be here. All right. So you can find all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can hang out with us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast and join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, feel free to email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. All right, let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right. So, like we said, or this week on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast, we aired the Nick Galante Part 1 episode. This was a doozy. It's a two-part series because the recording went long because there was so much good stuff that we didn't want to stop. Was really excited to get this one out here. Really excited how it turned out. Thought it was great. Thought it was hilarious. Real nice, Steve. And then, but Pete, I know that we recorded it together, but what did you think listening to it back?
I can't believe you actually aired the reading of that entire letter, without blanking any of it out, man. That was
Well, to be Pete, I mean, I blanked a lot of it out, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I
He
should
blanked out the gay shit.
I should have left all of it, but if I would have left all of it, it would have been like oh god, it'd been a shitstorm I couldn't live with. It was so like some
a
of it was
stream of consciousness over like a period of months, it appears.
Yeah, I mean, it was so for those of you who didn't listen, Nick Galante Part 1, we read a letter that Nick was stationed in Iraq at the time, and I wrote him a letter while he was over there, and he saved it and read it on air. And I mean, I aired what I could, but there was a lot of it I couldn't. And I still aired a lot of it, but it was man, it was
Peek
a lot.
inside the mind of a 20-year-old Matrick Lavelle.
Yeah, man. Yeah, not a safe place. Strong Stem, what did you think of this week's show?
I thought it was great, especially to hear, like, as you guys know, one of my closest friends was a special forces guy. So like to hear, so I know a lot about that because obviously he's one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
But to hear, I don't really know any close friends that are Recon Marines, but I've heard like stories from Brandon about guys showing up on base and like the wildness of him. So to hear his side, it was awesome for me. I loved it.
Yeah, no, I love all that stuff. I love it when we can get a military guy on the show.
Yep.
And I love we can support them and let them get their story out and their view, because man, it's important. And honestly, it was great. Like his shit, the story.
He's a funny guy.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's a funny guy. I don't really know him like that, like you two. He's a funny guy.
Yeah. You be like, these guys can be when the time comes. I guess it's ultra serious, but it seems like any other time than that, they're just like goofing off and stuff.
It's like locker room banner. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, really good stuff. Part 2 will be airing next week, and I can't wait. Dangerous Diana, what did you think of this week's episode?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you listen or watch the video?
No, I didn't have a chance yet.
Oh, well, you could have
I'm
lied.
behind.
You couldn't see the cheese on her face.
Well, I mean, I
thought it was great. He's a
No,
handsome man. It was great conversation. The
was
letter
just
was
gonna-
hilarious.
That's what I wanted to ask, because Nick is known to be like the best looking dude there is. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, he's.
I fucking disagree.
I mean, he's him and
The fuck
Tommy
outta here.
Romeo are up there. Him
Both
and
them
Tom-
stew nods ain't fucking. What's the little queer that plays soccer? What's his name?
Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo. They ain't him.
Who's
All right.
little
I
queer
got.
to play soccer?
All right. Maybe I'm a little upset because I'm an ugly motherfucker. All right. Let me fucking live.
Good
Yeah.
being Jay.
Let
Yeah.
me live. Fuck them too.
But so yeah. So like we said,
Steve, we got personality. That's what it really counts.
Yeah, Pete. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Pete. Well, Pete, you lucked out with personality and good looks. So
Fuck.
That's true.
Some of us are win-wins.
Fuck you, Pete.
Yeah. So, like we said, Nick Galante episode available right now on all podcast platforms and YouTube. He's a Marine Recon Master Sergeant. Got a really good perspective on his stuff. And then, like I said, next week we'll be airing part 2 of his interview, and it's
Hell yeah.
it's pretty freaking good. Like
Hell yeah.
I thought it was better than part 1. Honestly, yeah, because we get into. He's got a Bronze Star, and I think he has multiple Purple Hearts. So,
a Bronze Star with whatchamacallit, like Sean was saying, with a D or some shit, or
I
some
don't know.
citation on it. So it's not
Or
just
with
a
a
Bronze
Vapor
Star.
Valor or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
something
yeah.
on it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
But he honestly,
Stud.
he didn't
Fucking
even
stud.
want to. He could care less about that stuff. Really.
Oh yeah, they don't give a fuck about those things.
Couldn't give it like. He did talk about like an award that he won, but it wasn't during battle. It was an award like he had acquired during training, and he was like proud of that, because that was like it's different, because that's like it's almost like a competition where battle is like I don't know, it's a competition, but not with your fellow countrymen.
It's something you hope to avoid. Yeah.
My buddy, who's a future guest, Sean, joked with his brother, who was a SEAL also, about having a Purple Heart, and Sean said he used to laugh and go, "That's because you weren't good enough to get out of the way like me."
Yeah.
And just as a little teaser for the audience, me, Matt, and Steve interviewed Sean today, and it is in about a month's time, a little bit after, it's going to be a hell of an episode. Oh, man.
Hell of a couple episodes.
Yeah.
It was it's too much for one show. So
hey, for you to get 2 guys like Nick and Sean on here, and including Brandon, who together combined, those 3 have done more. They've stepped foot longer in foreign countries than we've been alive. Like between them 3 motherfuckers, you got some wild guys.
Yeah, and it's cool to hear their perspectives on it too. Like just kind of like
everyone does something different.
Yeah.
Between the 3 of them, that's 20 tours combined between the
Jesus
3 of them.
Christ.
Unreal, right?
Oh my God.
Unfucking real.
Unbelievable.
Unfucking real. So, okay. So, like we said, available on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. This week's episode, part 1, and the next Tuesday, will be airing part 2 of the Nick Galante. So I want to move it on to trying something new. We want to showcase some social stuff. So, Party Boy Pete, you should be able to.
You on deck, cuz?
To take over and share with us what you got. I'm excited to see this. And,
all right. So some people were going on vacation, Matt. They were flying out of Philly into Miami, and one of the passengers got Ruli. So a Frontier passenger, the classy airline, and I fly Frontier, so I can say that. I only fly Frontier. In Spirit. Yeah. Those are my two flights. Those are my two.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So a Frontier passenger allegedly touched two flight attendants' breasts, then screamed his parents are worth $2 million before punching a flight attendant. Frontier suspended the crew for duct taping the passenger to his seat as they landed in Miami. His name is 22-year-old Max Berry in custody. And let's take a look at the video, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Max Berry. Let the crew live. Oh, he's a straight tool bag too. Look at this twat. %100% chance he's from Bucks County.
Are they laughing at him?
Yeah,
because he's a fucking moron.
Can you try turning up the volume?
It's up.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah. Come on, underhooks, cuz underhooks. Rear naked. Look at the control. Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yo, stop it.
So
duct taped his face to the chair.
Good.
They covered his mouth. That's great.
They should have let everybody piss on him while he was taped up. Let me take fucking big piss on his face.
So for those of you listening that aren't seeing, what's happened is that homeboy was talking the most shit, and he was being like overly aggressive with the stewardesses and like touching them inappropriately. So then he's talking all this shit. He gets taken down, and then like a noodle. Taken down, and then duct taped to his chair, and is now in police custody.
Dude, when they panned to him getting duct taped, I just lost it, and everyone just like laughing behind.
That is fantastic.
Dude,
and then they ended with the one piece over his mouth too, like a cartoon.
They taped his fucking head to the chair.
Dude, who? That kid must have been on some fucking like 5 days worth of fucking booger sugar and all that stuff.
Don't even care. Still not an excuse to be a giant dickhead like that.
No excuse for that.
Did you hear me out? My grandfather's worth $2 million. Like, dude, no one gives a fuck about your grandfather.
Nobody
gives fuck your grandfather.
Single fuck, right? Hell yeah.
Dude, there was this guy. Do you ever see the video of some dude in a rest? Can you not, Frank?
Yeah, Frank.
Yeah, fucking Frank.
Hey, Frankie.
God damn it, Frank.
This guy in a restaurant who just like loses his mind in this restaurant, and this just patron fucks him up, like takes him down. It's such a great video, but the video started circulating. Like the dude came for money in the video, was saying, "Do you know who my dad is?" You know, all this shit. Dad's like this big top-notch lawyer or whatever. Well, the whole video goes through the internet, and it keeps getting taken down. Like this dude and his dad are like fighting the internet trying to take this video down, and it keeps popping back up, and like all the comments and shit are like, "Hey, wait, is that Jeff? What's his face? Like that works here?" And like start every single comment calling the guy out with all of his personal information to not let him like let it get lost. It's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I remember years ago, there was this video. This was like when like viral videos first started happening. So there was this girl on a bus, right? And I think it was in like Cincinnati or something. She's on a public bus, and she keeps like fucking with the driver. And the driver's like, get back behind the line. And the driver's a dude, and it's like a girl, right?
Oh, yeah.
And she keeps like fucking with him and like hitting him and like doing all these things. He pulls over the bus, stands in front of her, uppercuts her.
Knocks her the fuck out.
Knocks her the fuck out, throws her off the bus, stands up in front of everyone and says, acts like a man. She's going to get treated like a fucking man. And then got back in his seat and drove away. I was like, Jesus Christ.
There was another video.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him saying that. I'm okay with him dragging her off the bus. I have two nieces. I don't give a fuck what she did. You can't punch her, dickhead. You can't fucking punch her. You're a grown ass man. You can't punch her. You're a chick. You can't punch.
It don't matter. Do you know how many fucking bar fights I've watched? These chicks go in with that mentality, like you can't touch me. You know what I mean? And start fucking with people.
Most grown men, when a girl gets aggressive, you can grab her and hold her. She can't do shit. It's a fucking female versus a dude. There's a giant difference. You can never
shake the shit out of her.
Yeah,
Exactly. I don't care if she kicks me in the nuts. It still doesn't give me a right to punch her in the face.
I hate that.
Period.
Being all
One
tough
time
with
when I
dudes,
was,
he's not gonna hate you.
I'll shake the shit out you.
Yeah, I don't feel bad.
I'll
Like
shake the shit out of you, bitch. I'm only joking. That allegedly.
Go ahead.
Allegedly.
Pete. What were you saying?
Back when I was a bouncer, one time I want to get back to that video, but one time when I was a bouncer, the worst fight I had to break up was a chick fight. I break up these two girls
Always.
and back in the
How
day,
do you
I had
even
long.
attack that?
Yeah, well, it was easy to get them apart at first, but I had long hair at the time. So the one girl spits in my face.
Oh.
So I turn away and I wipe the spit off.
Hold
and
up,
she jumps
hold
on
up.
my back and starts like
was she
ripping
hot,
out my
Pete?
hair.
Was she hot?
Not really.
Hot,
It was
not
like
hot, spit in your
Not enough.
fucking
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. I hear you. Keep it on.
Yeah, so like
that's
so
your back.
she's
Even
on my
if
back,
she
like,
was,
pulling my
what's he
hair.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Stand there with his mouth open? Like, what does
Exactly. Yeah, no.
if he's hot or not?
He's gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to whack.
Do
off
it
this
again.
later.
Yeah, that was like that's my response. Like, that's how I was hoping for that.
Hell
actually, to
yeah.
tell you the truth.
Technically, you made out with her if she spits in your fucking mouth, right?
Oh my god.
So I did have to pull her over my back, like onto the ground. But then I'm just like, I don't know what to do now. Like, can someone get a cop? Like,
Oh man. Dude,
Terrible
even,
situation.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's another plane video floating around of this chick who won't get off a plane, and then the whole plane has to evacuate so that they can take her off the plane. And I was
Wow.
watching
And they're all
it
bitching.
thinking,
Yeah.
they were freaking out, and then they got video of her like doing the walk of shame in the terminal, and people like fucking screaming at her, losing. Like, you know that scene from Game of Thrones, the shame scene?
Yeah.
where she's like,
yeah, there is
like
nothing
that.
worse than missing a fucking connecting flight. Like, you missed the connecting flight because of some prick. Like,
Yeah.
You'll never,
I
you'll
would've
never
lost
miss
it.
that episode.
But my thing was like, like it was my first thought, like as someone else on that plane, and they're saying everyone has to evacuate. It was the marshal, right? Air marshal. So everyone's saying you got to get off the plane so we can get her off. I would have immediately been like, just get off. There's going to be no witnesses. You know what I mean? Like they're having all of us get off the plane, and who fucking knows what's going to happen to you? Just get off. Just get off the plane. How did not one person think that?
Yeah.
You know?
I had a question for you about this too from that video. You're in that situation. Do you get up right away and like just subdue that guy, or like how do you react to it? Yeah,
Pete, let me go first. I dream of this fucking moment. I dream because none of this viral shit ever happens around me. Look, I'm a dickhead. I'm an asshole, but I have some skill set, right? That's very pliable to those situations. I never run into wild shit. I don't know why. I never get the dickhead who's that dorky motherfucker who would get suplexed in a second.
Yeah.
Never happens around me, and I fucking hate it.
Dude. Diana,
Yeah,
what would
you miss
do?
it? You missing your hero moment? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
a little ass dude. I'm not Pete. Like, I can't be a bouncer. If I'm a bouncer, guys want to fight me.
I go
little dickhead.
bartender. So I'm the opposite. Crazy fucking follows me everywhere. It's like I got "fuck with me" tattooed on my forehead. It like is constant. It constantly happens to me. I go on vacation. This shit happens to me. It's always happening.
Never has happened to me.
If I was
ever.
on that plane, I would have went bartender.
Yeah.
Get up! That's enough. Like man voice, just scream. I berate people. I do it to the dogs. I just shame people into doing what I want them to do. You know what I mean?
Not a bad strategy.
No,
my
I've witnessed
last
it.
story.
You feel
I
good
witnessed
about
it.
this? That's how I talk to the dog when he goes through the trash. You piece of shit.
Yeah. That would.
You gonna sleep good tonight? You gonna sleep good tonight knowing that you did this to another person? Like,
Diana, what are you making in the microwave?
I microwave something to throw into the oven. It's my dinner.
Oh, very nice.
I like
Sounds
it
good.
crispy, so I microwave it first. Just
Smart.
pizza.
Like a Roxborough Italian. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Like a butcher's working too much, dude. I
Wow.
don't wanna tonight.
I didn't know. I coughed. Why are you guys fucking coming at me?
fucking eating dinner at 8:30 at night. Fuck off, Steve.
That's all right. I got I might be in a little bit of trouble because the last night I'm watching the wrestling, so I'm drinking a little bit. I haven't been drinking much, so it hit me
Petey!
quick.
Yeah,
So I ordered Wendy's through DoorDash and fell asleep before it got delivered. So my wife wakes up to walk the dog, and there's a bag of Wendy's just chilling on her porch. Like,
that is fantastic.
so tonight I will not be drinking as I watch the wrestling. Up.
And what was the order, Pete? Can we get the order?
I know what it is.
Oh, come on with it, Matty.
It's a triple double plain with cheese. and no condiments, just plain, right, Pete?
You got the plain part right, but I'm no longer a growing boy, so now it's just a couple double stacks and a 10-piece of nuggets
All right.
and fries.
But
Nuggets,
it's
burger, and bread.
Yeah.
That's it.
yes.
That's it. Yeah, I
It's
don't do
meat,
condiments.
cheese, and
Meat.
bread, right?
So you don't
I
even
think
dip
that-
your nuggets?
No.
You eat
Savage.
nuggets
Dry.
Savage.
You try, yeah.
God, what a
Fucking
sad
an-
life, man.
He's an Encino man.
Do you
No?
season anything?
Oh yeah, I season everything. I just don't eat condiments.
Okay.
Or vegetables.
Whenever you guys say that, I get fucking confused. Let's
What about
slow down with
guacamole?
condiment talk.
Is guacamole? I
Yeah,
guess
I'm not a
it's
big guacamole
side.
fan. I don't. Yeah.
Is that a condiment?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
No, but I-
asking. Like, what's the
yeah.
line here?
Well,
He'll eat
I
some
just don't like
salsa.
avocados in general. So like that, I'm just like not that big of a deal. And
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
like
a
Mexican
big
food.
meats and cheese guy.
I love Italian food. I love. I like all their spices and sauces.
Pete,
I like
you're
French
not
food, all their spices and sauces.
you're not a big Mexican food guy, but I will say this: you love Adobe's wings. Is that
I do love
right?
Adobe's wings.
Everybody,
Adobe's-
Adobe's rings. What about the steak tips?
Steak
You ever
tips
had the
are
steak
so
tips?
fucking good.
Yeah.
You know,
Shout out
it's been so
Adobe
long.
Cafe.
I would actually just get straight. It's been so long since I've gone to Adobe, but I actually used to just get up like a straight steak dinner there. Like they had a good steak, like a
you gotta
ribeye
get the
on the
steak
menu.
tips.
Steak
Steaks off
tips
the
is
leg.
better.
Okay.
Just the tip, just
Yeah.
for a minute, just to
Yeah,
see
just
how it feels.
exactly. Yeah, that's what they called me in college. Just the T. McCormick.
Dude, I remember the first night. The first, me and my wife's first date was.
You gave her that
Adobe's-
exact line?
No. Yeah. All right. Not about my wife.
I didn't mean.
Yeah, but like,
Well, you
where could this
married her, so,
conversation
you know.
be possible?
Yeah, what are you
Right.
talking about?
We're talking
But-
about just the tip, and you're like, wait a minute, my first date with my wife.
Well, no, my first date with my wife was at Adobe. And
Oh,
right.
Did you get any
And
steak tips?
yeah,
She
so
fuck. Oh, all right.
no, I was like, you got to try the wings here. You got to try the steak tips here. So I got all of that, right? She didn't eat any of it, right? And for her entree, she got a crab quesadilla.
Oh wait, isn't she vegetarian?
She doesn't
Or why
eat she doesn't eat red meat. And
Oh man.
yeah, and
She ordered
didn't-
all the red meat.
yeah, and she didn't eat fried food either because of the wings. So I was
Hell
He's
like,
like, well, here, have some of these cheese fries. She's like, I'm lactose intolerant.
yeah, yeah. She's
And then
also
Matt-
like, I'm allergic to Mexican food, so thanks
And
for
then
bringing
Matt
me.
was like, what do I do with all this? Fuck, I'll just eat it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Well,
Also hates
Then he
snails.
starts, then Matt starts getting nervous because she's not eating. It's a bad
Dude,
date night. He
it's-
just starts shoveling all the food.
Now he's got it. Now he's got to shit his pants because he
the
ate
worst-
so
Can we
much.
get
It's a bad
margaritas?
situation.
also too, like, I didn't want to look like I didn't even get it to go. That's how like she
Yeah,
didn't
you're a
eat it.
baller. Good
Right.
move. Good move.
She didn't eat it. I was like, well, I'm not gonna fucking eat all of this in front
Good
of her while she's
Yeah.
eating nothing. And I think
Yep.
I had gotten like they have like a stuffed chicken there that's really good. I think that's what I got from like my entree, right? So like I thought she was gonna get drinks, and like John DuPont was waiting on
Working.
us. I was like, Johnny was my boy, like he was hooking it up, right? So I was like, damn, I'm money here, you know? And I was striking out left and right. And I was just like, fuck me.
He
like,
said I'm money.
right. And then I'm like, I want to hang out with this chick. Like we were gonna go to a bar afterwards. I was like, well, I'm not gonna leave, like fucking get all this food to go and just like leave.
Carry it with
Then,
me.
you
your,
know,
then,
like,
then your
yeah.
car smells like shit when you
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah. So I was like,
$200 bill. None of the food gets
Yeah,
eaten.
fucking didn't
Hell
eat a
yeah.
fucking thing. I was like,
Listen.
God damn. I
Listen.
was like, she
listen.
better be worth it. Turns out, worth
Listen.
out, but
Of course she was worth it. Again, that's a little step. I'll cut my fucking leg off to get in one of these buchacha clubs. I swear to fucking God.
Bachata, all right.
Whatever.
Bachata.
Buchacha, whatever. I'll cut my fucking leg off.
Oh my god. All right.
Whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Look,
Yeah.
he just wants to get the tip into the club.
Oh,
That's-
whoa.
that's it.
Hey, it's a family show, Pete. Come on,
Oh,
fella.
hey,
hey.
Come on, buddy.
Hey, no.
You got Diana on here. She's microwaving her fucking dinner. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Fuck up.
Be
Leave me
respectful.
alone. God damn it.
Diana was, I believe the last time Diana was on the show, she left us and yelled, "Fuck you guys, I'm leaving." Because did you ever ask your guy if that really was the first time he had seen the fireworks?
Oh
there?
yeah.
Yeah, you know what he's
Oh,
gonna
no.
say. He's a
No, but
fucking
that's
stud. He's
over
gonna
now.
say, yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
over now.
so that I guess we're
Ah.
never gonna find that out.
No,
Fuck.
no.
What the fuck?
I found out a lot of things. Wait, do you want to hear a story? And we'll
Yeah.
debate whether we cut it out.
All right.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm for the debate.
Diana, I'm going to let you know right now. It's entirely up to you if we cut it out. Okay?
Whether it gets
I don't
cut
like
out.
that. I like the
I think
debate
it depends
thing.
when you air it. So I'm
Hell yeah.
It'll be airing
if you
on Friday.
wait a couple weeks, maybe.
Dude, the only episode my aunt listened to was that one episode where we never
Where
mind.
we were
like
being
the
filthy.
dirtiest-
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Never seen the fireworks with a lady at Longwood Gardens. So any of you girls out there that want to go to Longwood Gardens, it'll be my first
Did
time.
they play salsa music during the fireworks?
If they,
There was
if
some
they
J-Lo.
did, I wouldn't leave.
There was some J-Lo. I was drunk and dancing. I got wine drunk by accident. So I was dancing by myself. Everyone's watching the fireworks.
We
show.
should-
I'm like,
we
oh,
should-
it's J-Lo.
We should start like a thing on this show where it's like a
Keep going. Keep
a,
going.
like a Steve's
I'm hearing-
dating
I'm listening.
service kind of
What
thing.
the fuck? I thought we were doing some salsa thing. You got me all
Oh,
Well,
fucking.
no, well it is Steve. We'll be like, look,
I?
it's like an ad for Steve. Be like, look, are you Latina? Do you have a big ass?
Hell
Are you
yeah.
cute? Do you
Are
like
you
the salsa dance?
super aggressive?
And can you cook?
Will you stab me when I'm sleeping?
Yeah, all of
I'm
those
in.
are, yeah,
I'm
those
fucking
are,
in.
That's pretty much your dream girl. So let's if you're listening, you can see him at the Gwenmont Automotive.
And listen,
Stop
I
in.
do,
He'll fix your tailpipe.
or I'll change that oil. Either way,
Hey!
I
Stop.
don't I speak
Have you
Spanish,
ever
but
s-
only curse words. So we're gonna have to work on that.
Have you ever seen Blue Mountain State?
Oh,
of
hell
course,
yeah.
Of course.
The
The
oil
fuck is
change.
that?
I think of that every time I hear that.
What?
Oil
What the fuck is
change.
that?
Oh,
Dude,
Blue Mountain
Blue
Mountain
State's a
State, it's hilarious.
show.
You would love it. Like
Yeah.
Am I
it
the
was a
only
show on
asshole that
Netflix.
doesn't see this? Okay,
It's
all right.
really
It's
funny.
hilarious.
Steve, did
It's
you ever watch
really-
Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah, I did a little bit. I remember. Actually, I don't know if I technically watched it, but I seen the commercials. I get it.
Yeah.
Like
The three
the middle
brothers, one
brother
guy in the
Reese
middle.
had grown up
Yeah,
to
yeah.
become a college football player. Like I don't know. It's just like the most like frat hijinks in a show.
Yeah.
It's
It's
great.
fucking
It's
hilarious.
it's
But the
about
whole
like
thing,
a football frat. Yeah.
the whole thing about the oil change is like that they're doing drugs. They're getting drug tested. So they stick a catheter up and flush and then do it.
All right. Well, now
Oil
it just
change.
got serious. For anybody that's ever had a catheter, don't ever
Yeah.
bring that up for a man.
Ever-
That is
oh
the
my
worst
God.
experience you'll ever have.
Oh, to
in your
put
life.
other
Oil
people's
change.
pee inside of their pee. That way they pee out clean
Yeah.
pee.
Clean
Oh
pee.
my
Yeah.
god.
It's the way to get clean piss.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
worst
Oil
episode I've
change.
ever heard.
Yeah.
Because only if you've ever had a catheter does that shit really hit. That shit still makes me want
I
to throw
don't
up.
wanna think about it. I don't
Makes me want to
wanna-
I'm
throw
gonna
up every
send you
time I think
video.
about it.
I'm gonna
No,
send you a
please
video.
don't. I'll throw
It's
up.
It's
I'll
fucking.
throw up.
It's so fucking funny.
So,
Oil
My stomach
change.
hurts. I gotta go. My stomach hurts.
So
Oh my
we're,
god.
we're coming to the top of time here.
Oh, thank God.
Before we get out of here, Diana, do you have any recommendations for the weekend? Or you said music? Do you have any music recommendations?
Yeah,
for
I
us?
do. I found this band that I'm obsessed with now. It's like super chill.
Yeah.
Gay.
It's called Krungbin. It's not gay. You're gonna enjoy it.
I didn't
I
mean to
promise.
say that. Fuck.
Crumb
You're gonna enjoy
Bin?
it. Krungbin. KRUHNBIN. Super
Did you
weird fucking people. Great fucking band though. The
Did you just
music
make
is
that up?
phenomenal. No, I didn't.
Nah.
The music is super good. You're gonna like it. I
What
promise
kind
you
of
too.
genre is it?
I honestly, it's like kind of bohemian, but the dude fucking shreds it on the guitar at the same time. They're not really, not too much words. It's all instrumental for the most
Yeah.
part. Fucking
Am
good,
I
Like, it's
da-
though.
like a jam band kind of.
Is there
Yeah.
broads? Is there broads
But
dancing
soft.
to this shit? Is there broads dancing to this shit?
Yeah, there's a pretty hot chick playing the bass actually.
That's not what I asked.
Send me
Is
a
there
video.
other broads dancing in front of them to this music, or is this music you just like sit to and relax with?
Well,
It's
broads
good porch
do
music,
that.
yeah. Good,
Yeah,
like it's a good vibe. It's a good date. I'm just saying, like dinner dates, dude. I've had sex to it a couple times. It's pretty nice.
Oh, I.
Yeah, good sex music.
Was the guy like, yeah, I play guitar better than that?
Yeah, this guy.
Hey, he was whispering it in my ear. He's
like,
like,
check
"Fuck,
the
I
layout."
heard it.
He's like,
He
that
just
was
missed
a
that
They hung out. He had it
keyboard.
as his ringtone. He's calling himself. He's like, "You get in the mood?" Or that?
This should have been an E minor.
Oh my god.
Wait. And what did this just flew over my head because I'm an asshole. You know, I go to bars and get drunk and cause the problems. I'm not you three, right? So did I hear that bartenders hear everything?
everything.
Most of the
Every
time,
single
Well,
fucking word.
there goes
that comes
my
out of
life.
your
What,
mouth.
are we done in the show? Because
Every single
now I
one.
know why people think I'm an asshole. I get it.
Yeah.
I
And
get
I've
it.
tested it. I would
Steve,
I'd like explain that to people because I don't love sitting at the bar.
Fuck.
And I would like tell people that, and I'll say it real low. I was like, the bartenders can hear everything. Like she's listening right now. Look at her. She's heavily intent in this conversation, and they'll start smiling and shit. I'm like, see, busted.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? Like
that
at
time
least
back
turn
at
around.
McFadden's when I was, hanging out with you the whole time. I wasn't doing it because I enjoy your company. I do. It was because the
Hey.
bartenders overheard you talking. And we're like,
Listen.
yeah, well, hang out with your buddy over there.
The one hot bartender bent me over. Never mind. Well, never mind. She was beating me with the fucking thing.
The best.
McFadden's
It's
was
super.
wild.
It sucks because like as a bartender, I might be giving away a secret because it's like super entertaining. You know what I mean? Having people come
sometimes.
in on Bumble dates, having people come in on like first dates
What's that
and
mean?
shit like that from the internet. Because
Yeah.
people have never met before and they walk in
Yeah.
and sit down and you can hear it. You're
And their
hearing
first,
that
their first
whole.
dates at Grants?
Oh, that's happened a
Oh
million
yeah.
times.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
It's
All
awkward.
right.
That's great.
Hey,
Yeah.
Awkward,
first-
especially when one person leaves.
Yeah. Dude, I had a dude run. She went to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom and he was like, I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving. I'm like, don't you dare do that to her.
That's why you have first dates at Graham, so you can leave. Like if you order a meal and then you're stuck until the check comes. Otherwise, it's just like pay as you go cash.
Listen,
and then,
It's internet dating, but it's like essentially a blind date. It's your first blind date. You know what I mean?
You're a fucking scumbag if you're doing that. You press that broad
Oh
and
my
make her
God.
think you're richer than you are and take her to a fancy dinner like my fucking guy Matt did.
No,
Like my
I think guys
fucking guy Matt did.
I
Matt.
think guys
Matt.
guys get catfished too on top of
that.
That is true.
I think
You
they
take
think
her
they're
somewhere
walking into one
fancy
thing.
and you order a bunch of food that she's not going to eat. And then you throw it
So
away
wait.
like a fucking man.
Wait, Matt, what were you saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't find it entertaining listening to people's conversations?
Sometimes it's like, holy fuck, can you believe that they just talked about that? But sometimes like we've been together while it's happened and like what the fuck is going on here?
Wow.
But then sometimes it's like, oh my God, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Because you're like
being
this,
like you want to get involved, like you are.
because it's
being
like
dramatic.
this
Stop.
is gonna go down the road where I'm gonna have to get involved. So
We're gonna
shut
get
the
between
fuck
it.
up.
Yeah. And it is
But-
good.
you
Like
just call me a yeah.
honestly, it is good. Like again, first dates and shit like that. Like I'm definitely listening for these chicks. You know what I mean? Like I'm paying attention to make sure
This
like
sounds
they're okay.
so much more fun than the shop. It sounds so much more fun than the shop.
Graham's is a fun place. Bartending is fun. Bartending's
Yeah.
a fun job. I do miss it.
Yeah.
But dealing with the crate, like I was talking to the bartender at Murphy's last night. It's so fucking chill in there. And I asked her, I'm like, do you deal with any shit here? Like I haven't come in here once and seen someone
not
out of
Murphy's.
control, like at all.
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's super chill. No
People
one's
behave at
disrespectful, nothing. There's something about working at a bar in a strip mall outside of a bus stop that is just
Yeah.
like a recipe for disaster.
next to a laundromat.
Next
Yeah.
to the worst Rita's I've ever fucking been to. That joint ain't got shit in it. I'm like, can I get a gelati? They're like, there's no ice cream. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Cherry and lemon.
Technically, Steve, it's custard, not ice cream. So.
Whatever the fuck it is, they don't have it.
So either way, Steve, you got any recommendations for the weekend?
I don't, but I have a nice piece of advice that I was thinking about because of being around, hearing to get into a more serious thing, to hear a stud like Galante tell his story, then go through our podcast today with another good friend of mine who's another fucking the type of people you need in this world. Otherwise, we don't do what we do right now.
Agreed.
So there's a young feller by the name of Henzo Gracie that's, if you don't know him, you're probably a chick. And he always says a real friend doesn't pull you out of a fight. Your real friend jumps in with a flying fucking kick.
Yeah.
And Sean Day's that type of guy for me. And I'm sure Nick was that type of guy with his friends. And you two shitheads are that type of guys with me. And those are the type of people you should align yourself with in life, young bulls. Only the guys that don't care if you were right, wrong, or indifferent, they're still throwing down for you. Keep them around. The rest get the fuck out.
I
Agreed.
ran across
Great shout,
CJ's
Steve.
bar once because I saw my friend got punched. Don't know why. She might have been fucking up, but I jumped on the bar and ran across it to go get her.
If you get in a fight and one of your friends doesn't throw down with you, leave that guy out of your life. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck who
they're
he is.
not a friend.
You're no
Sure
friend.
ain't.
Yeah.
Sure ain't.
Party Boy Pete, any recommendations for the weekend?
Yeah, the other weekend we had like an impromptu like bonfire drink fest with a couple of our neighbors. We didn't know that well, so I recommend that, man. Like find some neighbors or friends you haven't seen in a long time, and just like get together and
party.
Exactly.
Parties are the best.
Are any of your neighbors Spanish in descent?
They are not, Steve. Well,
all right.
I don't know.
Right.
I didn't ask. I didn't do
Does any of them got a good tan? We got any tan? Anybody got a good tan?
I feel like we should do that. That's how
Something
these poppins should be. It should be a porch party.
Yeah.
I could get the mics for it. Just saying. I haven't worked.
Then let's set it up. I would love to do a live pop-in. That would be great. Yeah. Well, let's set it up. So
With Spanish girls.
Right. We'll bring
well,
you know what?
This
is what we'll do.
We bringing your cousin?
I'm so sick of this.
Hold on.
No, we're gonna find.
I'm ready. I'm fucking ready.
For all those people listening, right?
Right.
Let us know a good-looking Latina chick, right? Then we'll set up a live poppin' bonfire porch party. We'll bring her so her and Steve can meet, and then we'll comment.
Let's just make it a
on
bachelorette.
We'll comment.
We'll bartend. We'll be the bartenders.
Yeah. We'll listen and comment while it's
even better. We're setting Steve up on blind dates and we're miking him up so we can listen from the other room.
You should set up a profile. So look at Steve's picture, make a profile, and then we'll fill it out and respond to people.
Now listen, here's the difference.
And then Steve shows up.
Here's the difference between me and you three fucks. I sell shit on the daily and get people to trust me and win over their trust in a slimy industry. So you want to see me really do my thing?
That's what we want to see. I want to see the
ladies.
I think
ladies, if you want to be manipulated and gaslighted, come on down to the word.
If you want to be completely lied to and disrespected in the most respectful way, I'm your guy.
If you're interested in the strongest of stems, Chief Strong Stem over here, baby.
Yeah, if you like gutting,
you'll get lied to, you'll get gutted.
But none of this gay ass. Fuck.
You can say
none of this gay ass band music. Yeah. Fuck that corny band music. Yeah. I'm fucking you to old Usher. You heard me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. If someone put on old, wait a minute. If I was laying in someone's bed and fucking Nice and Slow came on, I think I would die. I would just start laughing. I'd be immediately dying laughing, pulled out of the moment laughing. Would be fucking 2001. Like, what is this?
You would.
Yeah.
It would be the best. It would.
I can't. We're Usher. It's a tape too.
I got that shit on repeat in the wheel.
Yeah. I remember the night I burned this CD.
Yeah.
As
what was it? 8701
bounces around.
8701
says in Sharpie on the top of it, sex tapes with a Z.
Damn. Yeah, sex jams. I think. Yeah.
Sex jams.
For all you ladies out there that just want to know, I am 23 years old and ready to go.
Yeah. He's actually in college right now, getting his doctorate at
my master's. Chill. Yep.
Well, you retired after that successful business that made him a millionaire.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still fucking here since 7 this morning.
Yeah. Yes, a little small business called Snapchat. That was Steve. So.
Yeah, I made that. You ever heard of it?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast, Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Party Boy Pete McCormick, Strong Stem Steve Cabot, Dangerous Diana Spencer. You can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can hang out with us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast and follow us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod if you'd like to be a guest in the show. Or if you're interested in going on a date with Strong Stem Steve Cabot, feel free to email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. All right. That's the end of the episode. Stick around for the ad read. Thanks. See ya. Do you have a message or a story inside of you that you've been waiting to tell? Have you always dreamed of writing a book, but are intimidated by the complexities of the book publishing world? Perhaps you want to use a book to launch your public speaking or consulting career. If so, please reach out to Scott and Bell Publishing, located right here in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Scott and Bell Publishing handle all genres and authors with all experience levels. Scott and Bell Publishing gives authors 100% creative freedom and a higher royalty split. They can be found at www.skotbell.com. That's www.s as in Sam, K as in Kite, O as in October, T as in Tom, B as in Boy, E as in Edward, L as in Larry, L as in Larry.com. That's Scott and Bell Publishing, where the authors go.